So hopefully, let's see. I didn't hear anything from Ollie, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'll be as well too tonight.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna let's do an hour or so, and that's pretty much it.
Well,
I
it's not that I enjoy everybody's company. I enjoy the conversation. Um. Not well. I mean, like if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have logged on.
Yeah,
But the thing is that like I'm
yeah. You're
still
not feeling well. It's okay. It's
well,
understandable.
not feeling well, but at the same time, I'm trying to I'm also trying to get my energy for this weekend, right?
Yeah. You have that. What do you call it?
I have the Cornwall Cape
Yeah.
Con, which by the way, it's this weekend, not next week. I think somebody mentioned that it's next weekend. I think they're trying to sabotage the show, but like anyway, uh, so yeah, this weekend.
What do you mean sabotage the show?
Well, I was saying that it's next weekend. It's like, come on,
Oh
guys.
yeah. I've uh, been canceling a lot of my whatnot show. So
Oh no, are you all right?
yeah. No. I need to get these Star Wars card done, and
Right.
so I don't want to be distracted. So last night I was drawing all 10 cards till like 4 in the morning. Then I was looking at the clock, and I'm like, I got to get up at 6:30. Screw it. I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee and continue drawing.
Well, when you're waking up 6:30 in the morning, like that because you're taking your daughter to
The
school or
school, yeah. Well, I get her up, make her breakfast.
yeah,
Her school doesn't start till 8, so it's an early class.
right,
So getting her up, then she's groggy and the whole bit, right? Pack her lunch, get her things ready, and I'm just running around that time in the morning.
right, yeah.
So hey, Christina. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening on that day. So today I spent most of the day on and off running around and napping a couple hours here, a couple hours there, you know,
Hmm.
and just all this stuff, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, because we're going on vacation next week. No,
Mm,
not next week. We're starting next week, so next weekend, I believe, right?
okay.
So, um,
Vacation. Yeah, you're going.
family reunion kind of thing. So the whole
Right. Yeah,
family is going to be down
with
in,
all the relatives. Yep.
yeah, the whole bit. So,
That's in LA. You said right.
no, Florida. What am I doing today? I don't know what I want to do right now. All
Oops.
right. So yeah, I had to pick up some Star Wars books.
You have to pick up some what?
Star Wars books. So I had to pick up
Okay.
this Star Wars character encyclopedia. Uh, it was on Amazon for like $22 or something. And it's pretty small for the size, but it was pretty detailed going through it. So the thing I liked about it is
Mm,
because currently I'm drawing based on Homeworld, right? So at
right.
least like it says here, what do you call it? Anakin is from Tatooine, right? So at least I can draw him, right? Because he's from
Right.
Tatooine, right? Because the one I'm working on right now, like eventually I'm gonna have to do Alderaan, right? And the joke is Alderaan is I take all 10 cards and paint it all black and put little star fields and throw little rocks all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Alderaan is got
All right.
blown up
All
in
good.
death.
At least it's not too soon. That was
Right.
it's not too soon. You can joke about it now.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what's
That's pretty cool. So yeah, so yeah, so I guess that's the life of the artist. You're getting reference here and there just to make sure you get the details right.
well,
For
the
inspiration,
thing with when you're drawing Star Wars is you're supposed to get as much detail correct as possible,
right?
right?
It's funny you
So
brought that up because sometimes sometimes I do get asked at the con if I have any Star Wars pieces,
yep,
and I used to, but like I kind of retired it because quite honestly, like even though it was selling, I wasn't happy with it. So I kind of retired it and just kind of like, okay, not gonna print any more of this thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, like again, it was selling, but not a lot. So I can understand why it wasn't selling from
right.
my point of view. So I figured, ah, that less print I can be carrying around.
The thing with the Star Wars is there's a set of dedicated fans,
Right,
right?
right.
Um, so yeah, there's like I don't know. It feels like the dedicated fans are far and in between compared to like Marvel and X-Men characters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and I think that has to do with the fact that we only see them specifically like at like certain pop culture event. You know what I mean? Like some sort of fan expo or something big, right?
Right.
Because that is why you rarely see a guy cosplay as a Jedi at something small. You know what I mean? Like a small
Well,
event.
yeah. I guess the most we'll see are like the troopers because of that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like how many people do you know actually buy Darth Vader prints and you know what I mean?
yeah, um, yeah. Quite honestly, like I don't, yeah, I don't get requests for that. Like, I think probably the semi-popular, well, at least like is either Darth Maul, Boba Fett.
Bad guys.
Funny, I don't hear a lot of people looking for Luke Skywalker or Han Solo, but they'll look for Ahsoka. Whatever, how do you pronounce her
Yep.
name?
Ahsoka, yep.
They'll look for her. Yeah, they'll look for Darth Maul. But and what that Grievous?
Yeah. General Grievous.
Yeah. So they'll look for those ones. But I don't really hear anybody going like, "Well, do you have a Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
Do you have a Princess Leia?"
Yeah.
Which is odd because they're the main, they're the one that's pretty much started all this.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you get a lot of requests on whatnot on certain characters or?
No, not Star Wars. A lot of the time, like I can guarantee, if I start drawing Venom, I can start drawing or Carnage. Those cards would sell right away, right?
Right.
Like that's really what that stuff is. It's a lot of it is. Kids don't care about the Star Wars old school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna bring on Larry here. Where's Larry? Larry, you want to jump on, buddy? I'm still half asleep. Let me see if I can get copy link. Already did send the link over already. The yeah, it's kind of one of those where I'm not sure if if people are buying that kind of stuff. And the other stuff I'm finding out too is a couple friends, artist friends of mine, are like, "Hey, look over your contract. Apparently, when we sign for tops and stuff like that, we're not supposed to draw outside of that." And I went over it, and I didn't see any of that. So unless they have an older contract
Mm,
with tops, but they're gonna look. I mean, they're looking at it, and they're gonna send me stuff, right? Because right now there's some scrutiny going on or something like that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, there's something that's happening. I'm not sure what it is. Like I did the SpongeBob SquarePants. I did 40 cards. Out of my 40
Right.
cards, 3 of them got rejected, and they weren't, and there was no explanation why. Um, the funny part was all 3 were from the animations. It wasn't anything that like, one of the character was SpongeBob holding a pencil, and that was one of the
Okay.
episodes where he found a pencil at the bottom of Bikini Bottom, like a fisherman dropped, and he drew himself as SpongeBob Doodle. Right, the Doodle part got accepted, but uh, the SpongeBob stuff, and then, it's bright color. It's, you know what I mean. It looked like the cell
Mm,
stuff, and I just didn't understand why. Another one was another character called Mrs. Puff. She's a pufferfish, right? And she's a return
okay.
character. Then another one was the squirrel one, Sandy Hook or Sandy something. And she's a squirrel that lives under the ocean that wears a goldfish bowl on her head, like the astronaut suit, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that was it. I wasn't sure why. And I'm getting stuff back from other artists that are they're telling me, like, they did about 250, and 160 of them, like literally more than half, got rejected. And I'm like,
So
what?
how far along did you get to complete these things? Were they
Oh,
sent
I'm
concept?
done. I'm done. I was done like 3 weeks into, I think. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, that looks great, Arnold.
Sorry. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that looks great. New
Thank you.
print,
Sorry.
new one.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Sorry, if I understood you correctly, if you ask if this is gonna be a print, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
a print. Um. Uh. I'm not even sure if people are gonna be are looking for
right.
Goku. But I know I did have another Goku print, but it's
Mm-hmm.
in a smaller scale, so I'm making a larger one. I know that one sells for me,
Yeah.
and then they like how I render that one. So I'm trying to render it in a bigger scale. So this one, although it's it's not you know
Yeah.
uh anyway, yeah, the size is not, but this one's gonna be around like 16 by 8 by the time it's
Ooh.
done or completed. My other one was like 8 by 10. But there's this, yeah, there's the way I want to render this that I don't know. If you've seen my artwork recently, I've been like experimenting with certain way to color it, and I'm finding some people are.
Oh, Ollie's here.
Hey,
Sorry.
sorry,
Ollie,
guys.
Hey Ollie.
Uh,
no
sorry. Yeah,
worries.
I fixed my camera and my audio.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
No worries today. We're going a little slow today. Arnold's down by the weather there. He's a little bit sick.
Even I had a little bit of headache.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'd
Yeah.
rather have this, like my voice going, than a headache.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Ollie. Like that
Oh
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Hard to
That,
concentrate when you have a headache.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Are you taking
Hey there,
anything for it?
Blake.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, Locke. What'd you say?
I said,
Yeah,
hey,
that's so
Blake.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, take your time, guys. Today we're just gonna go a little bit slow. Everybody's feeling a little bit under. I'm literally just getting up from a day of on and off sleep here and there. So that's my fault at my end, anyways.
Mhm.
um, trying to finish the Star Wars stuff, and I got another maybe 39 to go, maybe out of the whole bunch, and that's it. And I asked Niobe if he wants to jump in. He's welcome to jump in.
Don't you feel relieved when you're like obviously at the either the second or the last card you go like, oh,
Well, the
or the
relief
home
part
stretch.
was the relief part was really I got it out of the way. Yeah, it is a nice relief, but the the thing is, I don't like feeling the rush sometimes. Like I like to take
Mhm.
my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last set, AK Pop, A Bleaker. The last set that I got invited to was the new one, but it's such a tight deadline. It's June 15th or something, halfway through, and they want 75 cards done.
Oh
Right,
wow. What set was that?
the
If it's
Star
if
Wars
oh, the Star. Okay.
Galaxy one, but the Galaxy one's massive. We're looking at like 10,000 cards. That's what
Oh
they're telling,
wow.
right? So they're trying to get as many artists as they can to do as much as they can.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that's too tight of a deadline for me, right? Because I'm going to lose at least 2 weeks because I'm not going to be in around
Oh
the area,
yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't sign up for that one. Um, I'm going to see if I can sign up for Garbage Pail.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one. That's one set I wouldn't mind doing is the Garbage Pail stuff.
You
Garbage
can
pail.
you can just finish like you can just do whatever you can, right? I mean for the Star Wars.
Which one? The Galaxy one? I'm sure
Yeah.
there's restrictions. I think they'll let everybody do what they can for that one. I think
Right.
75 is a lot for restriction.
Yep. Yep.
Um, for the set that I'm currently working right now, I have about 10. Hey Larry, your camera's on. There you go.
Yeah, I know it's on. I meant to turn it
Okay.
on. I'm gonna
The
show books in a little bit.
Oh, cool.
I just wanted to make sure it was all going to work because I have to switch between the avatar to the camera, and sometimes it freezes, sometimes it messes shit up.
I forgot about that. So yeah, the Star Wars one is like, I'm looking this one's a challenge, but at least I know going forward that I can do the next set is
Mhm.
the planetary one, the one where they give you each planet, the hyperspace series, where you have so many planets they're going to give you, right?
Mhm.
So I just finished the Mandalore. The Mandalore is pretty easy. It's basically Mandalorians in different armors, and the
This is the
character,
way.
Right.
right?
Guess what I
Then
saw today, Locke?
what?
Well, I went to the comic shop, right? I brought your cards. Speaking of sketch cards, I brought all 10 of your cards to show the boys at the shop because I never showed them before, right?
Right?
So they dug those. They thought that was pretty cool.
Right.
And you talked about Garbage Pail Kids. Well, there was a big box of those right there
Yeah.
on the counter, dude.
So I'm gonna apply for that one. That one is from a buddy of mine. His name is Eric. He was like, "Hey, yeah, it's easy. It's pretty much draw 4 cards, email it to your contact person, tell them you want to work for it, and they'll forward it to the Garbage Pail people. And normally they'll accept it and all that stuff because the Garbage Pail stuff. He says that they're I they don't pay very much. You're looking
Well,
at like
I said that to my shop. I said, I know a guy that sort of does these, the guy that does my cards here. He's
yeah,
looking at doing garbage pail kids. I said, you know how much they pay for card?
yeah.
And he looks at me and he goes, no. I said, like around $3, dude. Right? He goes, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No one's gonna
Mm.
do that. I said, I swear to God, dude, that's what they pay, bro.
I'm still puzzled about that. Like, how much cards get paid so low, and you guys put so much details and so much effort into it.
It's it. There's one friend of mine. It's kind of like Arnold. He does it like full time, but when he gets a card set, instead of going with the minimum of 40 or 50, he usually asks for like 200, 300 cards, right?
Mhm.
And he's got like up, like he would sit down and he would draw all day, right? He would punch out like 20, 30 cards in a day, right? But
Right.
he's got it like, he's doing what our what you call it, Ollie's doing, but Ollie's doing way a lot more detail, right?
Right.
He usually does what I do, is mainly the main character and some background patterns and stuff
Right,
like
right.
that, right? So
Mhm.
that's what he has it all worked out. So that way he can get as much as he can, and he does it. I mean, he makes on sometimes certain sets he makes 20 grand, right, US, but
Ooh.
Mhm.
he's doing 200, 300, that kind of stuff at a time,
Mhm.
right?
Wow.
So you can sustain it, but it's just like, it's one of those where, okay, so you're submitting 200 cards and 106 of them got rejected. You know what I mean? That's half. That's a little bit more
Uh-huh.
than half.
Right.
And all that time just went out the window, and you're like, what the, like, like, why, right? And and
Right.
and and that is the situation, right? Like for me, I submitted 40 cards and I got 3 rejected, and there's no explanation to why.
Right.
They don't give you feedback on that, and
Mhm.
you're sitting there just scratching your head. It's like, but these, you know what I mean? Like, these came off the animation itself,
Yeah. Mhm.
right? So there's certain situations like that, but with the Garbage Pail Kid, it's more like an IP thing. It's like, we draw for Transformer, and Dynamite only pays you $5 a card, take it or leave it, kind of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And we do it because we like Transformer.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. I think I would have done the same thing too if they would have asked me to do a Green Lantern card.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Right.
did you see the Absolute Green Lantern book?
Uh,
There was a green foil with the logo on it. I thought that looked really nice.
yeah, but yeah, no, I saw it, but I didn't get it though. Because I don't know. I don't know what the story's about, but I feel like they're not really focusing on, or I don't know. I could be wrong because my favorite Lanterns, Hal Jordan and Kyle Rayner, but I think they have another Lantern. Like,
Well, they're retelling the story. They're retelling the story, I think.
are they?
I
Mhm.
think, yeah. It's like Superman, right? It's like Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder
Well,
Woman.
the absolute world is like the ultimate universe for Marvel. It's like
Yeah.
it's not canon. It's these characters basically in a different reality, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I saw you guys spoke up foil covers when I was at the shop today. I saw look Youngblood 1 #1 foil from Rob Liefeld.
wait, they're selling Youngbloods again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they reprinted Youngblood 1 because Rob is coming out with his Youngblood series again. He's going to be selling them on Whatnot and that sort of thing, and then eventually through Image. And so there was a special reprinting of Youngblood 1 out today with nice foil cover and stuff. Shop only had 3 of them. I didn't buy one, but I saw it.
Is it the same interior?
I didn't flip through it, but I'm gonna
Oh.
say yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick it up
I
tomorrow.
mean, just like one of those, you know what I mean?
Here, this
But
is
for
what I got.
Youngblood.
This is what I got.
Yeah.
I got a like reprint of the Superman cover. You know, it's
Yep.
the reprint of 19 something Superman, but it's in foil. Now I got my thumbprint all over it. Right? Like that's what I got. Then because I've been dying to try to get a hold of Action Comic #1. Right?
Right.
So I got the foiled and the non-foil.
Did you get the
Right?
sketch cover?
Whoa, whoa.
I have the sketch cover too. No, I don't have the sketch cover. But this is the reprint of the very first Superman.
Right.
Because this cover, like this Superman, is going to be public domain in like 34, right? 2034, I think, or 2035. So this Superman will be available in public domain, right? So it's really like Action Comic was. Remember, it's kind of like an anthology, right? It's like a bunch of short story, and this is the first appearance of Superman.
Right.
And that's all it is. Like it's one of those where I wanted this because it's my only chance to actually look inside a book.
Right.
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 Right? I mean, it is the writing of that time. It's not the writing of today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very 1930s, 1940s writing
Yeah.
style, right? And art style too. But it's nice to like. I'm gonna put this up on where I'll mount it and I'll put it on a frame or something like that, and I'll put it up my wall, right? That's all it is. It's just like I at least get a chance to read it, right? Then I just can't believe I keep falling for Jim Lee's covers, man. You know the thing with Jim Lee, the Batman Hush. Look
Yeah.
Look at this sucker.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the connecting one, right? So
Oh,
let me
wow.
see if I can make it big.
It's connected, but it's not.
It's
Like-
not. Well, you can pick up the each page book, but they all like they all fold out, right? You can pick up this cover. You can pick up this cover, and you can pick up this cover, and you can pick up. Yeah, that's it. Like the three, right? As individual pieces, right? And I'm like,
Wait, is that the
no, I'll just pick up the one that folds out.
is that the reprint of like the first Hush theory, or is that the like didn't they're doing continuation of the first?
I think it is. I don't know if it's a reprint. It's Batman one something, right?
Yeah, but
158. Yeah, I don't think
like-
it's a reprint.
Okay, so it's a new storyline.
Or it could be
Oh,
Hush.
well,
No,
there it is. It's Hush 2. It's on the cover right there. Batman
yeah,
Hush.
Hush 2. It's Hush 2. Yeah, it's Hush 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Because yeah.
That's the thing with this, right? Then of course, I picked up a stack of the blanks too, right? So I got the blank, Hush. Then I had to get so this is the absolute stuff. Here's the absolute Flash. So it's a retelling with like alternative reality kind of Flash,
Right.
right? And that's all it is.
Isn't the concept behind Absolute is it involved like Dark Side?
I wouldn't know. I think they're all going to lead to it. I think, right? They're all going to lead to whatever it is that they got. I don't know. I don't know. I rarely read a lot of the books. I get them because I like the cool cover, and I file it away or I mount them on my wall afterwards.
Well, it's funny you should mention about the Action Comics. There's another one that they reprinted, but I believe it. If I'm not mistaken, it's DC Comic Present with Green Lantern and Superman on the cover, and it
Yeah,
has
I
like
have those ones, those big ones.
no, this one's the small one.
Yeah.
This one is the small one, and it's reprinting. Like I think a DC Comic Present with Superman and Green Lantern and Green Lantern. I don't know. Well, it has the cover up like he's created a kryptonite thing.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I don't know if that's. I know every time they do a facsimile, they always come up with um, a blank sketch cover, and I know I have them on order. I usually get about 3 of each. That I get them for on order.
Well, it's a good thing your comic book shop carries them because I think a lot of the comic book shops are
No, I
places
have to
that.
specifically order them,
Oh, you
Mm,
okay?
yeah,
right? So I go to Preview World and I
yeah,
type in blanks in the
right.
search.
Yeah.
Then I copy the link of each one that I want and the quantity, and I email it to Planet X here, my local comic shop,
Right.
and he orders it either through, if it's DC, he ordered it through Luna or whatever, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. Today I just got the email that finally all his stuff have arrived. So tomorrow I'll be running out to pick up the whatever came in this week, right?
The
For
only comic book shop that I know that regularly uh carries the blank cover without having to like pre-order it is Gotham. They always have like all the sketch covers that
Mm-hmm.
they offer. So I'm fortunate about that because Gotham's my
yeah,
go-to.
yeah. Carlos is
Well, my
really good.
closest one, right? That's literally my local comic book shop.
Right. Yeah.
Um, but no, but I heard the other stores, yeah, they have to order a specific amount of books
Yeah.
Yeah.
to qualify, for getting like I don't know how many blanks that they can order.
So I too went to the shop block today, got some books, and then got something in the mail
Oh,
from the sensei.
right. Here, I'm gonna make it big.
All right, make me big. No, most of these are just dollar books that I grabbed today. This one was $1. This Polaris X-Men Legends variant cover.
Oh, they're making it look like it's a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of toy variants for $1. I'm like,
Yeah.
why not?
All the Robotech stuff. Yeah. look at
Robotech Rick
that.
Hunter #1 for $1. Okay,
And Min
check
May.
Mm.
I hated her so much. She was so whiny.
Lin May.
Yeah.
Vampirilla versus the Reanimator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice cover for $1. Grab it. This beat up Supergirl.
That looks
Oh, that's a
great.
nice one.
And then this from Zenoscope. This is a Jamie Tyndall cover. Godstorm. Now I have this already, but the one I have is signed. This is just one for $1. I'm not gonna let that gorgeous cover just fucking sit there.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
And then the new comics. So this is X-Men #15. This is a Cyclops variant, I guess, of some sort.
Oh, I like that.
And we got ourselves Magic #4.
Yeah.
J.
saw
Scott
it.
Campbell cover. and then from the Sensei, we got Kendra #1, the heavy metal foil, I guess, edition
That's great.
variant cover, right?
Ooh.
That's from Mr. Ben Dunn. And then here in the back, it's got some little cards and tchotchkes and stuff.
Nice.
Oh.
Ben sent you that?
Yeah, he did a Kickstarter for this a while back, dude.
Oh wow.
So it's got some shiny on here.
That's a cool
Yeah.
cover.
It's got the those little refractor thing film that they throw on top.
And it's all Ben Dunn's art through it.
Yeah. He didn't sign it?
No, some he didn't fulfill these himself, so this was fulfilled by
Oh, somebody
someone.
just. Oh, that's too bad.
Right? I plan to send Ben some books at some point, right? And So this looks pretty cool. It's like
Yeah,
a Red Sonja sort of parody type book, right? But,
yeah, I should reach out to him and ask him about that. So I got something here.
Hmm.
Slipcase. Michael
Oh, the Mike
Turner.
Turner one.
Oh, Turner.
I saw Mike Zimmerhan got that as well too, and I was gonna ask him about that, but you got it. How is it?
It sucks, it's horrible. You shouldn't get it, it's only
Oh,
for
no.
Why?
yeah, no. Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Well, okay, no. You know what? Sorry. I prefer my art book. Well, see, the thing is, I prefer a sketchbook as opposed to an art book
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
like
yeah,
seeing the pencil, the raw
yeah.
pencil.
So
So I was wondering how
this one is, believe it or not, it has the pencil, which I myself in love with to begin with. So you do get the pencil stuff, right?
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you get here's the Civil War stuff, and they do this little transition stuff, but this is what I prefer,
Right. Right.
right? This is the kind of stuff I like looking
Yeah.
at,
Yeah.
right? I like
Yeah.
looking
I
at
love
the
seeing those
layouts like this, right?
That was better. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
makes me feel better as an artist because I'm thinking like my thumbnail sucks, but sure enough, his thumbnail's the same way, right? But
Uh,
when he does it, it's this stuff here. Believe it or not, when I'm looking at it, it reminds me of your style, Arnold. I mean Oliver,
mhm.
like the
I'm going like
pencil
you're
lines
scaring
and
me. I'm
stuff,
going like, no, I'm not that great. But yeah,
right?
Oliver for sure.
Right. So
Mhm.
the whole book is pretty much like
Okay.
this.
His
There's some
pencil.
pencil work in there.
His pencil
Yeah.
is pretty clean.
Oh
He's
yeah,
using,
it's very clean. Yeah.
right. It's too clean. I think he's an AI guy or something.
Sure.
Like his pencil's all AI.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what was the damage for this?
$100 for the book, and then
US?
US, and then because I had the slipcase tier that went up a little higher, and then I don't know why Cloverleaf or what's that company that it works with. They always send stuff through Clover Press. They always
Okay.
send stuff through FedEx and stuff, and I always end up paying duty,
Mm,
an extra $30 or so on top,
yeah.
right? So most of these art book always zings me. It hurts the most. But I, like all of us artists, we just kind of love the
Oh yeah.
right. So you're looking at like fantastic, you know, pieces and stuff like that.
Okay, no, you know what? Okay, now you pick my interest in this because I was afraid it was going to be an art book that would just mostly consist of finished
No,
work
no,
like
no,
pencil
no.
and things. But I love seeing that
Yeah.
there's
The
some pencil
transition.
work in there.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's better because it has like inks and
yeah.
colors.
I got like a card, and I got some bookmarks and stuff.
Will
Right?
they be selling that, or is that just a Kickstarter, or is that
No,
just
no. So if you go to Clover Press, you can actually get the issue. You pay a little bit more, I think. But the Kickstarter exclusive is basically they throw in this and that if you go early birds and stuff, right? So Clover Press, right?
okay?
So cloverpress.us. That is the and so you can get it because this is where I get my David Finch book too, right? I got the David Finch one. You guys want to see
Right.
that one too, or
Yeah, sure.
Do they sell a lot of artist art books there?
a lot of it is yeah, I mean, I don't know if they sell a lot. I mean, yeah, this is all the Marvel stuff. David Finch, something Junior, John Romea Jr., I guess.
Right.
Michael Turner. I forgot I have other ones here too. Let me see if I can. See, it comes in like this, right? So it comes in this big
Right.
bag thing, and let me see if I can crack this. Oh, let me stick this back in. I love the slipcase. The slipcase is just, I mean, the book is already hardbound. This is already like 20 pounds already as it is, right?
That's crazy.
So this one I got received, I think Monday or Tuesday or last week, but I haven't got around to opening it up yet. I love the presentation of the boxing, the whole bit. I mean, this sucker is huge. It feels like 11 by 17, like the box itself.
Right. Yeah, because I don't know if you know, but I'm an avid collector of like art book or sketchbook myself, right? So I'm always looking out for like books that has these raw pencil, work inside. Again, I kind of like. I mean, I don't mind it, but like I kind of stay away from the ones that like are fully finished.
So this one is the art of Jay Jones.
J.G. Jones. Oh wow.
So I got sticker sheets, I guess. I'm okay with, like, I don't really care for these, right? Then you got a print, right? I mean, look at the detail.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Wow. Yeah.
Right? I'm okay with this. I'm like, yeah, okay. But this is a book plate, right? So that's a signed book plate. So that's kind of like more of an early bird. This stuff's not cheap, right? Then you get his art book itself, and for the problem with these art books is they take up like friggin' thing. They can't keep them all the same height. They always have to be like different heights, and it kills me because my bookshelf isn't like designed for different heights, right? So let's see if I can, so you guys can see. I mean, look at that. That is watercolor right there, or gouache.
Yeah.
Right. So his homage. So he does the black and white. I mean, it's just. So this is more of an art book.
Yeah.
Right. But then you see these little sketches and paintings on the side, like his concept.
Right.
Right. So it looks like he started with like a commission piece that looks like commission, that looks like another commission piece, and this is the final, right? So he had like the different layouts, right? But yeah, I love this stuff. I love the ink stuff.
The ink stuff, yeah, I don't mind the ink. Like, I like seeing the ink stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the colors. Like, you can learn a lot from the colors, but it's just the rawness of the pencil and the ink sometimes that I really like studying.
His stuff, his ink stuff is very like, it's clean. But This is what I was interested in is the painting itself.
Mhm.
Awesome for only being in the late 20s. Right? Like I want to paint more like this. I just don't know if my patient can last that long,
Right.
right? I always tend to like I love seeing pieces of stuff. Like even just this is look at how gorgeous that is,
Wow.
Yeah.
right? That's all cleaned up and everything else. But then you get near the end where he shows like his page break. I mean, that's just like I love the way he does with the grayscale, right? And I'm assuming they digitally color it right afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
Very classic looking. But yeah, so I mean, our two ladies, right?
I
It's
think I
the
got that book when they introduced like Black Widow's sister.
yeah,
Because I do like his art. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I like his art.
yeah. It's you know, issue with this is like I like the box too, and I don't want to throw out the box, right?
Right.
All I can do with these is put it back in the box and stick it in the corner on the floor. Right?
Well, if we're doing show and tell, hang on. I have this. There's a favorite artist that like, you know, he's I don't think he's that well known, but he's getting some work. But I love his pencil work. I don't know if you've heard of an artist named. Okay, you're gonna confuse him because somebody, it's another like another professional artist has a similar name. Have you guys heard of Jose Luis Garcia?
Okay.
So this guy's name is Jose Luis, and like just Jose
Oh
Luis.
yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that on the shelf at Gotham. I think one time.
No, Gotham.
No, didn't he
No,
carry it?
no, he doesn't carry this. Cause this one, oh, yeah, I got this. You order it specifically at because this came from Brazil. So the publisher, sorry, that's what I was gonna get at. The publisher, as far as I know, are like the only one distributing this, right? I could be wrong, but I know I ordered this from from the publisher themselves. But I love the book because in it it's basically, so here's the artist, Jose Luis, and it's just full of his pencil work. It's got his concept art,
Yeah, those are
but
great.
Hmm.
I love the details that he puts.
Yeah,
There's some concept work, but it just it just blows me away. Like, yeah, you know what? This does remind me of Ollie stuff as well too. Like Ollie, like you get details. I think especially this drawing of the Red Tornado, the way he renders the muscles and the shading.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It reminds me of that Wolverine piece that you did for Carlos.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's so clean too, right? The pencil is so clean.
it is like I love it. Like so
Yeah.
but yeah, this is definitely a great book to get as well too. So that's volume 1, or that's and there's another one that he did. That's
oh
so
wow.
yeah. The moment they announced that they were going to do a second book, I go like, done.
Oh.
Look at this. Like
Hmm.
there's
Yeah.
like imaginary like
Oh wow.
Juggernaut versus Doomsday. You would
Right.
never see that published, but Buddy over
Wow.
here, you know, I always say
Wow.
as an artist, you have the freedom to draw your dream battles, right?
Yeah.
Like look at that, like
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pencil work is
The
just
pencil
amazing.
work is like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
nuts.
This is the part I get lazy. I can pencil all that, but I know I'm gonna ink it, so I just
Yeah.
stop. You know
Right.
what
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean?
One more
Yeah.
shout out. You guys heard of Eddie Barrows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got his sketchbook. So again, this is a sketchbook. My story behind this is that so when I went to his table and I was seeking this out because yeah he mentioned before going to the con that he was bringing this. So when I went to his table, I go like, yeah, I'm interested in buying your sketchbook. And so I picked up one copy off his table. Then he kind of
Mhm.
like pushed my hand away from that copy. He goes like, no, don't get that. I go, why? Like he goes like, get this one. And he personally handed me this copy.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I go, what's the difference, right? He goes, well, open it, right? And so when I opened it, there's an original artwork that he did.
Nice.
Oh
Look at
wow.
that.
Oh wow.
And I go, holy snap. He goes like, how much is it? Like, he goes, no,
Wow.
same price.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically he drew in it and he didn't even charge me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of nice. Because I got an
Yeah.
original sketch from him
Yeah. Oh yeah.
inside. And I got the book that I wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Look
know?
at those pages.
Yeah.
No, I love his artwork. Like I don't know if you guys been following him on Facebook, but his panels are so freaking detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pencil, like he's not just putting X's; he's actually shading them.
Oh wow.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's where. This is where if I was the inker, I just go. No, I don't want that. Are you
Right.
kidding me? I don't want to touch that. Right.
Mhm.
I just feel
Right?
bad. I just feel bad wrecking that.
Him and Ivan Hayes or Ivan Reese, like their pencils, like I'd be afraid to touch it. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
but anyway, so
Wow.
but yeah, no, I love. You know what? You picked my interest in the Michael Turner. Like you said, I may have to pay X or more,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Look like it's worth it.
I have a bunch of other ones that's coming too. I don't know when. I know I backed it. Every time Clover Press shows up, and I look at it and go, "Oh yeah, okay. I want to grab that. I want to grab this book. I want to grab that book."
Yeah.
Definitely the David Finch one is my favorite. Michael
Yeah.
Turner is the second, but Finch is always going to be my favorite on his pencils and all the other stuff, right?
Penciler. Yeah. Do you ever watch his YouTube channel?
Yeah, once in a while. He hasn't been doing a lot lately,
Lately, yeah.
right? I know I had some other ones too. I have some fellow Nguyen one. Last name, I forget. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been reorganizing, jigging around the area and all that stuff, getting all the Star Wars things done.
Right.
Just basic stuff. I got the tablecloth. Got the new tablecloth in. They look fantastic.
Nice.
Let's see if I can.
I'm debating whether I should get a new one. Like I don't mind my current one, but like, so I'm still like, no, I appreciate you sending the link. So I'm gonna consider.
Hold on here. Let's see if I can get. So that's what the
Nice.
so that's what it looks
That
like
turned out really nice.
for the
That's nice.
tablecloth. So this is my B alternative.
Wow. Okay. Now you got. Oh man. Now you got me thinking.
Really
Right?
good. Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at. The skirt on the side, it looks like
Right.
that. And the skirt on the back is, see how that is? There's a seam that they sew,
You're right. Right.
right? And it's
So
open
that
on the back.
exactly fits a 6 feet.
That, well, 6 or 8, it doesn't matter because this is a 6-foot table I put it on. So this is a 6-foot table, and I still got that little bit of here.
Yeah.
See that? So if you have an 8-foot, I think that skirt goes up a little higher. But I think I just like that's a 6. That's also an 8-foot. See how much there is on that little edge
Yeah.
there that flopped over? That's an 8-foot, just in case. But I mean, all you're doing is, I think it's better just to get the 8-foot and tuck it
Right.
under, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, you're looking at, that's not too bad for the print quality. I did the kind of like the some sort of grill mesh in the back, faded,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I did with the.
Looks pretty nice. And the way you colored it, like the artwork that you put on it suits. Like you did a really good job. So I'm complimenting the artwork on that as well. It's a great job, boss. It's not just the quality of the. It's not just the quality of the cover. So your artwork really complements that.
So the next thing is later on this week, I'm gonna put up the backdrop, and I'm gonna stretch it, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Right. So the backdrop was it's a big curtain kind of thing, and let me find. So I bought these clip things. So I'm gonna do the backdrop stuff as if it was like I have a 6-foot table and an 8-foot table. I'm gonna
Right.
see what I can hang up with. So these are nipple clips for
Yeah.
S&M. No, just kidding.
I was gonna say, I believe it.
You believe it. So this goes around a shaft, right? So this is the Velcro that goes around the shaft. Sexual innuendo. No, this goes around the
No comment.
yes, this will go around the what do you call it, the backdrop post, right? And it's got
Right.
this little adjustable clippy thing that you kind of go back and forth, right? And this will clip onto
Mhm.
the banner itself, right? And I can, it will stretch, right? Based on how much tension I give and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
The reason for it is I'm kind of tired of folding and unfolding artwork. It's a big piece. So I figure if I can print a bunch of random artwork on there, just from a distant wise, people see it, they can just come. Then, because I have a lot more artwork that I just hate changing out, I'd rather just leave it in the portfolio binder.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm hoping people would flip through that to find the stuff they want, right? And
Hmm.
the backdrop with the printing and all the other stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do next is set this up, tear it down, set it up, tear it down. You know what I mean? Get into like a rhythm of doing this, so I can just, because a lot of the time it's just the prep work, right? You don't
Yeah.
want to try to figure it out when you're out on the show floor,
Oh yeah.
right?
Are you doing any pop culture show to practice
No,
that?
not yet. No, not yet. Probably in June. I want to do one with Dan Day.
Okay.
Out in, I forget, Hamilton or Kitchener or somewhere out there, right? Because I need to meet up with him and talk about some other stuff, right? And I want to make sure that he's still kicking.
Wow.
Right?
That's
Dan,
morbid.
Yeah, right. I know he's kicking. I just didn't hear a lot from him for a while, so I want to meet up with him on that.
Yeah, no, because next month I think I'm doing 3 pop culture show.
Yeah. You doing the Barry one?
No, I'm doing Huntsville, Napanee, and Orangeville.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
Napanee is where Dan Day is going to be. I'll try to
Okay.
see if we can get out to that one. I'll see if I can get out to that one. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Then because at the end of May, right, is Niagara Falls,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So that is the big one for me. So at least I get to see you guys for a bit, right?
Yep. Yep.
After that is that's June. I don't think we have a lot in June, right? We'll see. We'll see what we can come up with.
For June. What do I have for June?
Wonder
I'm gonna go
Woman
to my
or
website.
what is that? What cover is that, Ollie?
Wonder Girl.
Oh, Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
It looks like there's textures on it.
Yeah, there is. It was texture.
Damn it! I think I have that.
Oh well, I don't have much on June. Sorry, I'm looking at my calendar. The only thing in June I have is Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
So I may. Oh no! I know why I don't have much in June. I'm going to Calgary. Duh.
Oh.
Is Calgary Expo out there at that time?
No.
Oh, this
No.
is a family thing.
Not
This is
for
a family
fun.
thing.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to
Okay.
go visit a family member.
Yeah. That's a
Mhm.
family thing. I forgot about that.
And then, well, for you guys, for June, you guys should Well, I don't think Carlos has announced it yet, but I know the Gotham Central Summer Bash is in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta figure
I would
because
go, but it's on the same day that I'm heading to
you're
the
gonna be on
airport.
vacation.
I'll be in the airport while everybody's setting up.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wanna drop out there and see
So
what kind of
that's something for you
cover.
guys to consider. So, are you gonna go, Ollie?
Oh yeah. Like, if I have, once they announce it, I'll message.
Yeah, Locke. You did it once, right, Locke?
Yeah, I did it a few times. It's just that like I want to go out again. It's just that depending on how I feel by that time when it comes around to it, right? That's really
Mhm.
what it
Right.
is. I think I should be okay. I'm starting to get back to normal,
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, good to hear.
right? It's all about like uh doing one day at a time or something like
Hmm.
that.
Right.
It's the facts of life. I want to sing that song. Oh, Rad Comics wants Silvestri their art book. Are they gonna publish it though? I don't know, man. I would love to get any sketchbook where, yeah, any art book kind of thing where they show the breakdown, the pencils, and all the other stuff, right? What did I grab?
Didn't Silvestri have one already?
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure.
Let's see if I actually have it. I thought he has one. Yeah, no, I don't think that I have everybody's sketchbook.
Like I got a bunch of sketch. I got a bunch of covers. It's just that like I got Alberto Riz, Line and Mask, that I haven't opened.
Mm.
I got to see first because some of these art books are a little risque, right?
Hmm.
Let me grab. Yeah, so you get like art books that are, you know,
Who's that from?
this artist here,
Okay.
Alberto
Albert.
Ruiz, right?
Oh, oh.
I love stuff like this. It's just
Hmm.
that like it's a lot of like expressive pencils. It's
Yeah.
all about forms and stuff, but it gets into,
Oh, okay.
you know, real quick kind of stuff, right? This stuff here is I think I picked it up from um, kind of like the Art Gallery of Ontario kind of thing. Those, you know
Right.
what I mean, like out of those books on the shelf.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go through it. Where's the other one? Call of Duties, Big Trouble in Little China, Art of Pacific Rim. Um, where's that book I was gonna look for? Yeah, can't bring that out. Nope, can't bring that out. Yeah.
You guys get to see another one that I like that I have is this one, Bart Sears.
Oh, Bart Sears. Oh,
Yeah, that's the new one. I didn't know he had a Kickstarter. I didn't
Well,
know
this
he had a
one
Kickstarter.
it's an old one, but it's just like it's how to. A lot of it is how to, which is great.
I have the Wizard one that I got when I was a long time ago.
yeah.
I still do. It's like a comic book format.
Right.
That's the one I still have. Where is it? I mean, I got the David Finch. You guys seen that one, right?
I have a couple of Dave Finch myself here somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really what's Like I picked up some One Punch Man cards, just for the heck of it, and that's all from Japan or something like that.
Right.
So they got all the Japanese writing on it and the whole bit. That was a little bit of fun to look at some of the stuff. I'm studying it for like card designs and collectibles and stuff like that. So that was the. Do I have it? Where did I toss it? So I got these One Punch Man card set, right?
Where'd you get it from?
Japan.
Japan.
They got these like really nice, almost 3D, like refractive
Oh wow.
designs to them,
Cool.
right?
Where'd you order them? Like
Online, One Punch
online?
Man. I forget. It was like a Japanese site kind of thing. I think it cost me about $40 for this box, and that I opened. I mean, I got a bunch of doubles. Most of it's all like from the cell, from the animation kind of stuff. You know, the back is. I feel like these are like some sort of playing cards. So the back all has the One Punch kind of stuff, but the front is really, it's all about. So you got this like almost 3D-ish,
Great.
right? It seems like it's like a good quality product that came from the stuff. I'm sure it's all being printed in China and the whole bit too, right? But when I saw it, I didn't know what I was getting, right? I think it's 40 plus shipping for a whole box. So the box kind of arrived damaged and the whole bit, and I was worried. So I opened it up, and but they seem to be okay. You know, it's like some sort of third party shipping company or something like that. But the One Punch Man series seems to be, you know, you get like they spent money on designing and creating these cards, right? So they become like a collector piece. I don't know like how many of these cards there are, because they have these little symbols and stuff. I don't know what they mean and stuff, but it was more for me just to see.
Right.
Like I want to see like how they do the layering process,
Right.
for the different stuff. Like does the company charges like, that's what I'm looking at. I followed a couple companies from China that makes these cards, and I'm gonna reach out to them and see, for the masterpiece card set that I'm helping with these guys here. The idea is that they come up with a set of card deck for later on, like for example, they'll do, I don't know, collector's edition. Like I'm thinking of doing like bad girl art on them, then getting you guys to do the sketch cards, and you know they pay accordingly, right? And the sketch card goes directly into the pack, right? But it's more like for hardcore collectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Mickey Mouse set, I didn't know. I mean, it was $700 US for a box. So
Good.
wow. Yeah. There's a huge market for that. I didn't know that. I didn't know it exists. I thought the box was going to be like, you know, $20 or something. You get a pack or something like that. No, these are right, because I designed the box art, and the box art has the magnetic clips, and you know it's kind of like a case thing. I don't even know what it looks like. I saw pictures of it, but I haven't held it in my hand. I don't know how good it is. Right. So I'm dealing with a couple U.S. Manufacturer daily on a. They're sending like design stuff, and they're saying, "Well, this is off a little bit. Can you readjust it?" Or that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Because if they adjust it, they charge us accordingly, right? Because I really don't have and I keep asking them for like dimensions, and they send they send everything in like in inches. Oh, it's
Mhm.
2 2 and 3/16 of an inch wide. I'm
Right.
like, God damn it, guys! Can't you just send everything in millimeters? At least I can be more precise. Right?
I hate
Oh,
conversion.
yeah. Yeah.
Right, especially when it comes to like box art and designs and layouts and stuff, because the sketch card they got me doing is they're going to put foil on it, so I have to do a mask, right?
Mhm.
And so if you decide to stamp a foil, let's say on a corner of a card, right, there's a shift thing that happens. So this foil stamp here doesn't have any other artwork around it. Let's say if there's other artwork that relies on it, like it was in a frame, sometimes that artwork will the card shifts because of the paper, right? They print this in a massive sheet, and that's the thing. So that's why you have alignment issues and stuff like that, right? So this is where sometimes the artwork here, the printing on the back and the frame doesn't align, and that's
Uh-huh.
shifting, right? So you have to be very wary of like here's an example, the foil border and the printing, right? See how it shifted a little bit?
Right.
It got close to the drawing, and that's normally what happens, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sending me dimensions wise, and it's like 0.1 or like 3/18 of an inch, guys,
Alrighty.
yeah, giving me either in pixels or giving me in because I don't want to pull out the calculator and divide by 3/16.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, not a mathematician, man. Damn it.
Right, so you deal with that kind of stuff, and but most print houses you're pretty good. Then I have to deal with color mixing, right? Because of if you're printing stuff, if it's digital printing, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're doing like what they called offsets and
Mm.
uh, like the traditional CMYK color, that's where they put everything on a roller, right?
Yeah.
So you have to know like the black, right? You think black is black, but some print houses use a specific paint black, right? And their mix of colors, so you have to make sure that matches that. And
Mhm.
all sorts of little rules here. Oh yeah, if we're gonna be doing mask, the mask gotta be, CMYK 00, and 100, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Or if you're gonna do like foil, you have to use this specific spot color. So I have to create that specific spot color, create a new layer for it, apply it to the thing, and all sorts of little, yeah. I didn't know I had to go back and start doing some of that. Oh, look at that. How's it going, Ollie?
Good. Good.
Anything, any new project you're working on, or still doing the same
Uh.
stuff?
Yeah. Still working on the upper deck sketch card. Um. Finishing it June next month.
Yeah, I haven't received anything from Upper Deck, so I'm
Oh
assuming
no.
I'm not in their good graces anymore.
Maybe I'm not really sure, but maybe it's a limited, maybe limited
Yeah, I'm sure it
artist. Yeah.
is. I'm sure it is. I'm just playing the victim card right now.
Ask Matt.
I did. Matt says, just hold off. I'm like, I'm, I'm like, dude, I feel weird that I'm not getting any emails from you guys. I have to reach out to you guys.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
but it's fine. I got,
Well, you saw my the last one that I did that I post, right?
yeah, that looks great.
The Scooby Doo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did that last
so
year.
that was last year, right?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. Okay, so
You
so
didn't
we
get
haven't
that.
received anything. I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I did the Batman last year
Mm,
too, and I haven't
hmm.
heard anything. So it looks like everybody is like on hold until they figure out, because like all the guys I've talked to so far haven't drawn anything new
Okay.
from Upper Deck beside whatever that was coming from last year, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Arnold, you don't want to draw
Oh,
for Upper Deck?
sorry. Do I want to what?
You want to do some drawing for Upper Deck and all that stuff?
I'd love to, but I don't have time.
yeah.
Like this is what I was. This is what I was like. I don't want to say complaining, but like I had this conversation with another friend of mine today, an artist. Like I was telling her, I go like, one thing I wish I had is like everybody else, more time. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I always go back to like, yeah, I work full time, and my full time job has nothing to do with art. But the thing is, I have
Yeah.
to wait until I'm done at work to actually do some artwork,
Hmm.
right? So with the shows that I'm doing, for the year, I'm mostly doing like preparing like new prints for those shows, right? So uh, I barely have time to do like to commit on doing any project. So as much as I would love to, I just don't have the time for it.
Right.
Hmm. Right. In a way, that's a good thing.
Yeah, could be a good thing.
Hey, you can just do whatever you want, right?
Yes.
Whatever's popular, you can prepare
Do you feel like
for.
some days, uh, when you're doing cards, it feels like it's a chore?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah. 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 You had that feeling.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I doing? Is my life consist of? Yeah.
For me, when you do like for me, how's your process when you do sketch cards or
Um,
yeah, for
my sketch card is I
cards?
do what you do. I pencil,
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
get a neat pencil as
Mm-hmm.
quickly as I can,
Yep.
and I would pencil. I would pencil, like, let's say, if I'm doing stuff live, I do one at a time. But if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it live off the air, I would like have, my board ready to go, and I have another one, another one, another one. It's all taped, so I have it like, so they're my boards. I have all my cards. They're taped, ready to go. I do a pencil, put that aside. Do a pencil, put that aside. Do a pencil. Then I go back
Yeah.
to Micron, and I just do enough,
Right.
right? I
Yeah.
just do like as if I'm coloring it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I the micron is guidelines for shadows and shapes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think.
What
Then I go in and I render with the markers or paint or whatever. Then I
Mm-hmm.
finish with the final ink on top because I like the blacks to be more black,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
I
my
got you.
process. That's my process. Then,
Yes. And for me, my usually my favorite part of doing is the earlier stage, the layouting. Because
Yeah.
that's where that's where you think, that's where you um, you know, solve some of the like the issues. Where do you, how can you make the layout or the action pose or
Yeah.
everything, right? Yeah, that's the most
What
fun part for me.
lock? I know. I just noticed now. Like you have separate like backing for your card, like to draw on.
Hmm.
Like you have the black, you have the blue.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, these
But
are
no, no, but no, yeah, but no. I'm just saying like the different color, but not the color wise, but like what is that? Is that a cutting board or?
yeah, these are cutting boards. These are cutting boards. So
Hmm.
for this one here, the reason why I put it this way is if you notice the tape here,
No, but
right?
the actual black, the actual black thing that you have there. Yeah.
Yes, it's a cutting board. So these are Dollarama cutting boards.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
They're small little things. I found them to be a lot better because originally I was doing on like, see these? These are actual cutting boards. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
plastic ones,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was painting on these, so I would put a clip on it like this, right? Or tape it somewhere and I would draw on it. And this is me running around the house. So I have a stack of these that I, right? But
Right.
these are cutting boards from Dollar Store. You know, the little cheese cutting board kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're really smooth and they work really well. If you're painting on them, put tape on them, they come right off, and it's easy to put into the dishwasher, right?
Mm-hmm.
So cutting boards. But then I figured because sometimes I'm actually cutting on a cutting board, I found these to be cheaper, so I picked up like 20 of these.
No way. Well, how much were they each?
I think they're like a dollar, whatever, like $2 or whatever the cutting boards
I've
were.
never seen them. Where,
Yeah,
where,
Yeah.
where, where-
they're in the art supply area. They're in little bags that hangs from the thing.
oh, really?
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool.
They're so bad that see how they're fading off, and that's because I tape, and the tape peels it off, right?
Yeah, but for the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of just like laying, like
Yeah.
putting your card on it and just working
Right.
on it.
Yeah.
Right. So then what I did with the cutting boards themselves is so here's a card that I put on here, right? So I took comic backboards and I cut out a frame
Right.
and I kind of so I glue that down on here so it looks like this. Then that allows me to get a sketch card that I get and I can actually place it inside and it doesn't shift around. And I put a little tape and I just draw, right? And that
Right.
way I can draw outside of that little frame space,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can see all my tapes are right. So I put a little tape near the edge and I draw around that space, right? So but
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
final artwork is consist of you'll see right. So you'll see stuff like you'll see the little edges here and there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's those little these characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm drawing here, so you know. So these are guys in helmets, right? What I'm drawing is guys in helmets. So I do these backgrounds, right? There's a like a magical sword there, right?
Right.
So that's what I do. So I have a stack of them. So they right. So every time I'm done, I'm like this. Then I take them out afterwards. Once again, I'm all done. I lay it out and I spray it with a fixative to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go back in the box, goes to the FedEx, and it gets shipped back to, the card companies. So I
Right.
go through them. So this is what planet is this? So this is Corella. Next one will be Tatooine, Jawas, and burnt aunt and uncles. So I have that on Tatooine, right? So I have like a black card, and this is the dad. This here lies Uncle Ben, and here lies Aunt Beru, right? No. Then I have Alderaan will be all asteroids, so all these will be chunks of rocks, right? I wonder if they'll let me submit that. Why did you submit all these asteroid stuff? Well, that's Alderaan. This rock here is where Princess Leia was. This rock here is where the Organa family is. This is where the.
Anyway, guys, listen. I'm gonna take off.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me
guys.
too. I think.
Yeah. What time is it? Yeah,
I'm
it's 11
starting
o'clock,
off
guys.
there and
Yeah,
hanging out there.
let's call it a day. Let's call it a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for jumping.
Yeah.
We're all exhausted.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Well, man.
Thanks
for
everybody
having
for
me
showing
again.
up.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Have a good night, guys. Ending it right now.
All right.